No. But the difference between a man and a woman make this gift in miracle ministry. Nature sets us on a path that makes us question God's plan for harmony in the world. So please welcome Helena Ryan as she reveals her perspective on God's greatest gift.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, is God's greatest gift love? Think about it. Falling in love is pretty spectacular. But then you have men, and you have women. What was God's plan? Couldn't he make it simple? Couldn't he just make us all alike? No. He wanted us to celebrate our differences. And you know, the Bible tells us love is not supposed to be rude. It's not supposed to be self-seeking. And love, well, it's slow to anger. Oops. Better ask my granddaughter. Because on Elena's 5th birthday, we gave her this great big Barbie house, the dream house. Have y'all seen it? And we bought all the Barbies with all the clothes, and we bought all the furniture. We bought one Ken. And he was particularly dressed in a great fashion. So Helena spent the first hour just setting it up and had it perfect. She had a party, and there was Ken and Barbie dancing and kissing and just having a great time. And then entered the brothers. Well, within 2 minutes, the toy elevator became a launching pad for Ken, who was now totally undressed. And all the furniture became weapons. Do you think Helena was upset?
Yes.
Now try explaining it to young boys and girls. You can't. So little boys play with little boys, and little girls play with little girls, right? Then one day something changes. Hormones. Remember those? We all do. Well, I remember that my daughter had just entered middle school, and one day on my doorstep were a bunch of boys on their bicycles. I opened the door and I said, "Hey guys, how you doing?" "Oh, great, Mrs. Ryan. Can I help you?" You would have thought their bicycles just brought them here mysteriously. So I had a thought, and I said, you know, Chelsea's in the back here. You want me to get her? "Oh, that's a great idea." They were so thrilled. Well, those hormone memories are hard to forget. Because last year, I met a man here in town, and he said, "I know you." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes. 8th grade.
Oh.
You let me carry your books one day in the 8th grade." Is that amazing how those hormone memories stick with us? He was needed, and of course I was cherished. So I was very excited, and so was he. Well, then starts the dating game, or what I like to call it is the rubber band experience or ritual. Girls over here, boys over here. Boy wants to get close to the girl, so he does, and they're both very happy. But then all of a sudden, the boy wants his space, so he jumps back over here. Well, the girl's miserable. But then all of a sudden, the boy wants back over here, like the rubber band. And he wants to be exactly where he was before he left. So what do you think the girl is saying? I don't think so, Jack. But if they get through the emotional turmoil and the boy is patient and relieves the fears that the girls has, then you may be lucky, lightning may strike, and they may get married. So then enter the knight and the damsel. Yes, in every one of you guys out there, there is a knight in shining armor. Yay! And guess what, girls? In all of us, there's a damsel in distress, right? Yes. Well, let me tell you my story. I was pregnant with our first child. My husband and I went to a birthing class. Wonderful experience. The instructor was great, and he said, "Men, let me tell you, you know, your wife is going to go through a lot of emotional turmoil, and one day she's just going to cry for no reason at all. And when she does, tell her to go out and buy a new dress, or take her out to dinner." So we go home that night. I'm looking through the checkbook. 48 cents? Oh my gosh, we have 48 cents to live for the rest of the month? Jim! Oh, honey, why don't you go out and buy a new dress? On 48 cents? Oh, well, then why don't we go out to dinner? Well, can you imagine what my reaction was? It's amazing we're still married. But don't you have hope when you see those older couples in the mall and they're walking hand in hand and they're so in love? And guess what he's carrying?
Her purse.
Her purse! Yes, right, yes, you've done it! My knight in shining armor. Well, isn't that wonderful? He's needed and she's cherished. God had a perfect plan. He wanted us to celebrate our differences. So yes, love is God's greatest gift. Thank you.